Right, so let's create first the custom brush. I think it's going to be easier for us. So basically, you can see here that we have some bats lying around, and this is not put here one by one. It's a custom brush that I'm going to show you how to create. Also, I'm going to attach this custom brush to this lesson so you can import it if you don't want to create it. First of all, let's open our source from where we are going to create our images. I've taken this image. You'll have access to it as well. It's from pexels.com. And let's see. First of all, we need to select a few of them. Now, let's create with this as well. So we're going to have this. Hit Alt and J. Let's create with this as well, because this is looking nice. Alt and J. Oops. Alt J. You need to have selected the background here in order to copy it. Alt and D to deselect. And let me hit this one. First, let's take and create a custom brush from this. The way you do it, you go select, tonal, and shadows. This is going to create a selection on the silhouette of this bat and this spider. And then for me, I created a group here. Let's create a new one. So you go brush, new brush from selection, and there you go, it created one. Let's create a brush from this one, and then we will go and we will modify the brush. Click on this. Again, select, tonal range, shadows. Click on this one. New brush from selection. And it created another brush. Hit Alt D to deselect. And let's modify our brushes here. Let's take the first one, double click on it, and this dialog box will pop in. And you already can see that. There you go. You have it, but it's not looking good if you're going and try to create the brush. You can do like this one by one, but I'll show you something cooler. So basically, what we will do, we will change the dynamic of the brush. So this size is okay, but let's change first of all the spacing between the objects, so they are not going to overlap that much. You can rotate as well, so let's rotate it a little bit. And from the dynamics, you can play around with this one. So basically you'll see that is going to create rotation, jitter, scatter, Y. So again, this is going to be okay, luminosity. I think this luminosity jitter is way cool. Okay, size, good. And now if I'm going to click and drag, it's going to create multiple instances of the same. So again, it's looking way better. Let's click close and modify the next one. So this is, and again, let's play with the spacing, size, accumulation, flow, rotation, so this is going to rotate the scatter on X axis, on Y, hardness, shape, so hue, and this will change the hue of the saturation, and of course luminosity is going to give us that nice variation of color. And there it goes, looking good, looking good. You can add texture if you want, but for the moment this is going to be just a quick look. And there you go, you have the brushes. Let's export this one. So go here, export brushes, and save, replace, and there you go. You will have this 4 brushes free to import into the file. So you go, if you don't see this window, you go to View, Studio, Brushes, and then you go on, click on this option here, Import Brushes, click on the custom brushes and click Open. Then you'll see here custom brushes made by me, and you can play around with them as well. That's it. So on our next lesson, we will import and place the background, and we will play around with the brushes that we just created.